Guys, I need to tell you about the most awesome chick I hooked up with last night. It was legend. Wait for it.
Derry, Barney, we've heard this so many nights. Like, every night we have to hear about this. Can we just have one night where we don't have to listen to it?
Really, Barney, what you do with women is sick. Remember that contortion that you told us about? I couldn't get those images out of my head for a week.
I mean, yeah, she could twist. But as bros, you're required to listen to my stories.
Okay, where in the bro code does it say that? I've heard you say every single article in the bro code, and nowhere have I heard you ever say that we have to listen to you talk about this stuff.
Theodore Evelyn Mosby.
That's not my middle name.
Not every code is mentioned in the bro code. You know, let me tell you about a little bit of our past, our brostory, if you will.
That's not a thing.
During the Middle Ages, when the Black Plague was still going around, people were dying all over the place. So it made girls really desperate to get with good-looking guys, like Barnabas. They called it the bubonic plague for a reason, guys. Barnabas became famous because of his success in carrying out one of the only plays that existed in the Middle Ages. The Ring Around the Rosie. Step 1. A medieval bro must first suit up in the perfect attire of the time, rosary beads. Are you suited up? Step 2. Acquire some flowers to get rid of the stench of death. Pull those flowers out of your pocket and present them to the girl. Step 3. Bang chick. Step 5. Burn the beads. Obviously, religion does not mean much to you. Step 6. The girl will most likely die, considering the plague was spreading pretty fast. But at that time, the playbook had to be copied by hand, making it much harder for worldwide bros to use the playbook. Only the closest of bros would handwrite a copy. However, during the Renaissance, a bro named Johannes Gutenberg created the printing press. This enabled bros to make copies of the playbook much more easily. All the scans, cons, hustles, hoodwinks, gambits, flim-flams, stratagems, and bamboozles ever used by a bro were now widely published among Renaissance bros. Speaking of Renaissance bros, let me tell you of Leonardo da Broski, one of the best bros of the time period. During the Renaissance, there was a rise of individualism. Bros started to praise other bros for all their legendary feats of awesomeness. Leonardo da Broski was quite the Renaissance man, another word used to describe a bro. Many people know about Dabrowski's Vitruvian man, but few people know about the Vitruvian woman. You see, women were lining up for miles to be drawn into Leonardo's paintings. He painted the anatomy of many women. The Medici family was big in getting cash to fellow bros. They owned most of the banks and could hook a bro up with whatever he needed, as long as they could pay it back.
What do you require of the Medici family?
Well, I'm struggling with funds. I need some money.
Well, my Medici family members, what do you think? Brother Ted.
Let's give them the money.
Sister Amani. Brother James.
So you kill fool.
Let's not be so hasty. I say we trust him. Have your money.
Thank you. Thank you.
But be sure you can pay it back.
I will.
Now, James, you know what to do. And I'll stop. So I hear you cannot pay back your money.
I need time. Just a little bit more time.
Come to me on the day, this beautiful day of my daughter's wedding, and you ask me for more time? We've given you plenty of time. Brother J.T., I think the Medici family needs to send him a message.
No, don't kill me. No!
Back in those days, courtesans used the sides of buildings for their performances. It was not very effective. So following the humanistic tendencies of the time, the Renaissance bros realized that the current architecture was not efficient enough for the courtesans. So, they looked back at the Roman and Greek architecture and realized that Greek bros had done something with their columns. Thus, the Renaissance bros incorporated columns into their own architecture, creating the primitive stripper pole. And don't get me started on the awesome adventure 3 conquistadors had traveling to the New World
Hey
to
there.
pick up some Incan chick.
Daddy's home.
Ew.
Guys, this is an issue. We need to find some women who like our sexy mustaches.
We need better mustaches.
Your mustache, my mustache, and Dolly's mustache are fine. You just need to shave that Tom Selleck mustache, and then we'll be good.
I can't tell the difference.
Guys, I have an idea. Let's go west. Get some cash. I think there's some gold over there. We can get some of that, and then we can go find some new lands for ourselves. Maybe we make it to India if there's nothing there. So let's go. Come on, let's go.
We need better stashes.
Really? Really, guys?
Okay, cut. Hey, American woman. Daddy's home.
Even the Inca were awesome. Their emperor, Atahualpa, even wrote a play in the playbook, The God.
And that's why our grocery is important.
Barney, nothing you just said was even remotely relevant.
Everything was relevant.
Where'd your suit go?
Doesn't matter, I'm on a horse.
Now, the place to be at the time was Florence, Italy. It had everything that a bro would need. Need a suit, since Florence was a major trade city for wool. A bro could get all the wool he would ever need to make suits. Need chicks? Florence was full of women posing for naked pictures. Need money? Florence was a key banking city for what the fuck? Florence was a key banking city full of papal money. Basically, Florence was the Las Vegas of the Renaissance.